Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. This is Brian, and I'm the Cycle Trainer for Starkey Hearing Technologies. If you ever need assistance with Cycle, please call Starkey and ask for technical support, or you also can email us at oms_support@starkey.com. This is video 9 of our 14 video series. In our last video, we talked about creating a hearing aid purchase. And today we're going to talk about how do you track that purchase and how do you deliver those hearing aids to the patient. And so in our last video for Al Moen, we actually had him we created a hearing purchase for him. And if I wanted to, I could go in and I could find that purchase, which I'm going to do really quickly. I'm going to click underneath the patient's appointment. A quick way to get to their patient summary is to click on the hyperlink. And then if I scroll down to where the invoices are, select this one here, this is what we purchased Starkey Muse IQ i2400 rechargeable RIC hearing aids. These are fantastic hearing aids. And so now these hearing aids have created an invoice, and also the provider has put in an order to Starkey, and Starkey has now sent back the hearing aids. They finally arrived in the office, so now you have them. What you're going to want to do now is you're going to come down to the inventory section on the left-hand side. Now, this inventory section tracks 5 different things. It tracks hearing aids, it tracks receivers, ear molds, repairs, and remotes. So when you're sending those out to a manufacturer or they're coming back, you're going to be checking in here to make sure that everything is in here that you need. So again, we created the order for Al Moen. The hearing aids were ordered through Starkey, and now they've just arrived. So I'm going to go down to where it says inventory. I'm going to click in here. And you can quickly sort these by going under show and then selecting what you want. In this case, we're looking for hearing aid check-in. Okay, we need to check these hearing aids in. So you see this here. It says Al Moen. It gives you the exact hearing aids that we're looking for, purchase date, so forth and so on. Something to note, especially for USENT group out there, is that when you're running reports, they're based upon not purchase date, they're based on delivery date. So that's something to keep in mind. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check this box. We're going to say it has come in from the manufacturer. Okay, we'll type in the serial number. Since there are 2 hearing aids, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put that in here and make it sequential here. You're going to put in the invoice. Also going to copy that. Put that down here. Check the box for both of these that they've come in from the manufacturer. Okay. If you want to, you can put in the actual cost that was on the invoice. Something to note that you're not going to be able to edit the serial number, the invoice number, the actual cost after you do this. So make sure that you're taking your time with this and you're putting in the information correctly on here. So it looks like we have everything that we need. It's in for manufacturer, serial number, invoice number, actual cost. If I want to put in notes, I can definitely do that here. So from now, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, the last thing too is that if for whatever reason it took a while for them to come in from the manufacturer or what have you, you can also update the warranty right from here for both these hearing aids. We're going to keep them as is for now. And I'm going to go ahead and click on save. Now, once I click on save, what's going to happen is these hearing aids are going to need to be fit for this patient now. And so I'm going to click on save. You'll notice that once I get out of here, there's something new in the call list where it says fitting. It says 1. I'm going to go ahead and click in here. I'm going to go where it says show all, and I'm going to now go to fitting. It's going to say Al Moen that his hearing aids are now in, basically, and that he needs to be scheduled for an appointment. So what I'm going to do here is if I've already scheduled the fitting, I can click on that. I've already scheduled it, or I can remove it from the call list. But in this case, I'm going to say I want to schedule the fitting. And normally you're not going to schedule your hearing consultation and your fitting on the same day because you have to wait for the hearing aids to come back. And so I'm just for these purposes, I'm going to say it was today. Okay. I'm going to schedule this type as being the fitting. Where is my fitting here? Hearing aid delivery, rather. So I have hearing aid delivery. All the other information in here is correct. If If I want to, I can put some more notes in here and click on continue. I went over this information in a previous video, so I'm just going to keep moving on. All right, so now I'm going to schedule, this has been scheduled, and you'll notice that it's green for the hearing aid delivery. That's why it's green, and it's not currently confirmed, but that's okay. So once the delivery has been scheduled and the patient comes in, I'm going to go ahead and open up this appointment, and I'm going to do an appointment outcome for this one. So I'm going to do enter outcome. All right. And then in here, I have all the information just like I did in the past as I walked you through. In this case, you don't have to say the level of hearing test, because in this case, you've already tested him in the past. It wasn't a test that you did today, so you can keep that blank. You don't have to worry about the sales opportunity or anything like that. Okay. But from here, you do have underneath previous receipts, this is where his hearing aid invoice is. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this invoice right here. This is going to open up the invoice. And then what you're going to want to do next is you're going to check this in as being delivered now. So you're going to check this box on both dates. And then if this date is different than is in here, the date that you're actually fitting them, it's going to be delivered, you would change this here. I'm going to keep that as of right now. And just know that once you've kind of come this far, if you guys are in a Ascent account, you won't be able to make any changes. You'd have to return the hearing aid after this, after you save it. Otherwise, if you're working with a different type of account structures, then you won't have to worry about that. You might be able to edit it later on. But for the most part, if you accidentally make mistakes at this point, you're probably going to have to do return for credit, new order. And I'm going to walk you through that in the next video. So from here, you definitely could check that and say that it's been delivered and then save it. Okay, you can add a payment if you want to here as well. That's one way to say that the hearing aids have been delivered. Otherwise, there's a second way. So I'm going to close out of here. I still have my appointment outcome on here, so I'm going to go ahead and just save that one. The second way to say that the hearing aids have been delivered is also through the inventory. So I could go into inventory. Then I could go underneath show, and I could say, I want hearing aids to be delivered to patient. And then from here, I could say that they have been delivered to client, and it will use the day that's up at the top. And from here, I could click on save, and then that would be added to my invoice as well. All right. So those are the two different ways for you to do the tracking and delivering of hearing aid orders. And that's all I have for you in this particular video. Thank you for your attention in video 9. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about how to do return for credits.